Sorta Ridiculous. It's sponsored in part by Drunken Cobra. Drunken Cobra is a diverse, inclusive neighborhood pub in East Tosa. It offers year-round weekly events like karaoke and music performances. Drunken Cobra is located at 6818 West North Avenue. Drunken Cobra. Obey the snake. Okay.
Okay. So
That keeps getting funnier every time.
So now that I've seen the puppet in action,
You see why it works.
It's funnier now. Yeah, no, absolutely.
right.
It lands much better with the puppet. It's still a radio show, but the puppet's here, folks. We promise.
Yes, it is.
Hey,
and you're gonna
radio
love
puppetry
it.
made Edgar Bergen. Radio ventriloquism made Edgar Bergen a very wealthy man.
In the 1930s.
It's still
In
it's
front of a
radio.
live audience.
Wait, what?
There was a war on.
Right, there's a war on.
A war on. Okay. All right, folks. So this is another episode of Sorta Ridiculous.
.com.
Smash the button. Smash the button. 2 times now, y'all. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. All right. So,
You know what's scary is how good we've gotten at doing that.
wait until I teach you guys the cha-cha slide.
Oh God.
It's going to be great.
We got the opening spiel. We get the opening spiel out of the way and straight on to the
No, I want like the first half of the show to be like, what's up with
Intros.
that? Like that Keenan,
What's up with
Keenan.
Yeah.
I've been getting that. Hey, you know who you guys look like? I was like, what, Rerun? No, Keenan Thompson. I was like, oh, and Rerun. How
You
dare
shouldn't
you?
tell him.
One
You
lady
shouldn't.
told me that. One lady told me that in Coles, and I have not been able to kick it. I'm like, how dare you?
The worst I've ever gotten was, has anyone told you look like Paul Giamatti? I'm like, what the? Come on, man.
What I want to know, Darren, were you wearing a beret at the time?
I wasn't.
Okay, suspenders maybe?
No, I think it's because I had a fro and I had my pick in. She was like 70s and freaking what's happening and
Yeah. Oh, man.
it was you know
You do
whatever.
not have a Fred Berry vibe, man. That's,
You're right. You're right. Rest in peace,
you
Fred.
don't even
Berry.
have a Keenan. You're more. You always remind me of Kel.
No, I love Good Burger. It was freaking amazing.
Burger.
All that was amazing. I'm all about their vibes. It was fan freaking tastic. Many laughs, many wet sheets.
That's comedy. I guess.
Well, moving along.
All right. So anywho, my name is Darren.
Hi,
right?
Darren.
And like I said, my name is Darren. And with me, as always, are my co-hosts, Misha
Hi, everybody.
and Billy Ray.
Happy Thursday, River West.
All right. And with us, we have a special guest, the one, the only funny man, John Berens.
How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen?
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's pretty warm lately in good old River West Milwaukee, so you can really see the garbage that was left underneath the snowbanks. It's all good over here. Yeah.
You know what? That's such a Milwaukee thing. Is that like the snow clears and all you see is a world's worth of garbage, cigarette butts and natty
Cigarette
ice
butts,
cans.
dog poop, and hot Cheeto wrappers.
Right, hot Cheeto
You
wrappers.
got to have that to stay warm.
It's quintessential,
Yeah,
yeah.
And that pack of Sour Patch Kids that
Yeah.
you lost in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yes. So, with that being said, how was your Memorial Day weekend, sir?
It was a crazy one. Spent part of it with my family. So that in and of itself is a job outside. I come from a big family. I've got 11 siblings.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah. Something
So
like
is
that.
it
Catholic?
Barons by the
Catholic,
double?
yeah. 3 brothers, 8 sisters,
Oh my
and
god.
2 parents. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. So spending with them has always been a great time. And then the Saturday before this past Memorial Day, we had our latest show at Elm Grove's O'Donoghue's Irish Pub. We do a comedy show there once a month. We're taking a small little break during the summer to enjoy the outdoors, but you can bet we're going to be coming back in August. We sold out the last show. We sold out the last couple shows. We've been having a good time every time over there.
So when you say we, who is we?
We is me, myself, I, and Well, all the comedians in the Milwaukee comedy scene.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's like a. It's not like a gangbang
It's
of
a
comedy.
it's a comedy comedy collective.
I'm not sure Elm Grove would allow for that.
It's weird coming from like a music scene to a comedy scene where selling out is just it's something to brag about.
Right.
I went and I sold out.
You know,
No way, man.
musicians are full of crap. We would if we get to play to a sold out house. Yeah. Oh my god, awesome. Oh maybe no, we sold out. No, shut up. It's fine.
I'm still too freaking pure. I can't play to a full health. I just can't. I might try someday, but we'll see.
So
It might happen.
so with that being said, with you being a new guest, I have 3 questions for you.
Please.
All right. Let's answer these questions 3.
Answer these questions.
3. All right. So question 1. What is something sort of ridiculous about you?
I feel like I've just said my little piece. Having 11 siblings has always been a big thing. Adding on to that, I also have somewhere around 40 or 50 first cousins.
Holy crap! Wow. Seriously?
Oh, yeah. My mom had 10 siblings. My dad had 6 siblings. Yep, we have Berens is kind of like sporadically placed all around the Wisconsin area.
The Pope shows up from time to time and just gets a thumbs up. Attaboy.
We're resurrecting Catholicism here in Wisconsin.
Wait, is there?
Are you guys invading Poland next week? What's going on over there?
You know, there's a Catholic term called fecundity, and I like to think we espouse it.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm Jewish. What is fecundity?
Basically, it means you. Wait, can we swear on the show? Or
You can say any of the 7 words.
what about the 11 words?
What are the other?
It means fertile.
Fertile. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay. I see where you're going with
When
that.
you're
Okay.
Catholic, there are 11 words.
There are
okay.
11 words. Wow. Holy fecund. I'm going to Faklandia. I'm going to remember that.
Faklandia.
Sorry.
Fecundity.
Fecundity.
Yes.
Fecundity.
I've heard it referred to-
Fecundity.
I've heard it referred to in context of like creativity too.
You know, it's all about manifesting,
Right.
preferably on a Saturday night.
Right.
Manifesting.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, before in between evening mass and Sunday mass.
Yes, technically the term is Vespers, but yes.
Right, in between.
Wait, what?
That's what they call the evening
That's when the
mass,
priest comes to the
Vespers.
altar wearing on a little scooter.
That's right.
Oh, that is good. I like that.
You can use it.
It took a second for that to land, but that was good.
No, those are the kinds of jokes we love, you know?
Right. Oh man. Yeah, I need to brush up on my Catholicism. Like,
It'll never be enough. There's always something to learn, and you'll always be a naughty boy for not knowing it.
You see, it's funny. So I went to. I was first baptized Catholic, and then I was baptized Baptist. Very interesting religious background. You can actually double down on some, the loopholes of each sect.
I love baptism. Hold their head underwater until they start agreeing with you.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You see, I see both of them as kind of like
It works.
to be really ham-fisted. So like Catholicism is we're kind of like whole life insurance, whereas like you're just in there for you had to suffer guilt all the whole freaking time. And then with Baptist and other sort of like Christian things, how I see it is kind of like, subscribe to your salvation.
Right,
Subscribe to your salvation. It's more emphasis on, hey, our place of worship needs this. Hey, but you know what? You can get it on your own. But subscribe to Jesus Plus.
Right. You subscribe to Jesus Plus.
Always an option, yes.
But you can pay it all forward.
It's like God's version of the Adobe Creative Cloud plan. You know what I mean?
Every sect of Christianity just has like those weird, like what our competency is, so to speak, what we think is most important. When you think about it, every sect of American Christianity is just built like those fighters in an arcade game where one's built for technique, one's built for power, one for
built for
speed.
I'm definitely one for speed.
Definitely. Yeah.
Salvation.
And then non-denominational or maybe Lutheranism, that's just the Mario character where everything is the exact same. Nothing spectacular, but nothing terrible. You know?
Yeah. You could jump high and shoot fireballs.
There you have it.
And bizarrely enough, there's still something about mushrooms, man.
The Super Prophet Bros.
He's not jumping on the flagpole so much as he's nailing something to the front door.
Right.
Oh, geez.
That's why only Luther.
It's me, I'm Martin Luther.
Your salvation is in another castle.
Nailed it. All right. So, question 2: what is something sort of ridiculous to you?
Oh man, I was thinking inflation.
I mean, look, valid answer.
Yes.
Valid answer.
Yeah.
Right. That's great. That's a definitely not thinking about it too hard and coming up with something unique. That's, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Inflation.
You're the first person to ever say inflation.
Thank you.
That's probably one of the more practical practical
right.
ones. Yeah.
You know, it's not a fetish I'm proud of, but I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
hey, it bees like that. Everyone has their thing.
my god, that's funny.
Oh God, but no.
Yeah, get your lips around that and get a really good seal.
You know,
You might find yourself winded at the end of it.
well, yeah,
Let's not blow this out of proportion, guys.
It's still squishy though. It's
no, inflation is nuts.
as firm as I had intended.
God, it is. I don't even know which kind we're talking about right now, but let's assume economic. Let's assume economic.
Let's go eggonomics, all right?
Eggonomic.
So I
Oh.
love eggs. So I get like the 60, usually get like the 60 pack, and like a couple months ago, they were like up to like $20. I was like, what the hell? I go to freaking
Well, you need to
Walmart.
diversify. You can't put all your eggs in one basket.
I know, you
Oh
put them
my
in 2
God.
boxes.
Oh my god.
It's going to be one of those.
I'm gonna take away your microphone.
Yes. so then I go to get the same thing yesterday, and it was like $5.50. I was like, "What? This is amazing!" I'm like, I was looking at the other price for so long, and I was like, "What's wrong with these eggs?"
So I actually had a whole thing a few months ago. I was at a supermarket and I was looking at the eggs, and then I get approached by this news crew, this woman and this guy with a camera, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to answer some questions?" And I'm like, "Well, why
Plot
not?"
twist: it wasn't a news crew.
Well-
Do you enjoy making? Never mind. Sorry,
I was
go
like,
ahead.
I mean, how exciting can this be? So I just answered a few questions. I was like, well, obviously I can't afford free egg omelets anymore, and answered the rest of the questions. Everything went good from there, and then I was like, okay, that's good. Then I get like a bunch of calls 3 hours later, like, why are you on the news? Why are you looking like you're about to cry over eggs? I was on WTMJ, and they used my scene in the headline. They were like, obviously, I can't afford 3 egg omelets anymore.
That was the soundbite they ran with.
That was a soundbite they ran with.
That was probably the best comment they got all day from the people at the grocery store. So it's
You know, some producer was in the booth, like, "All right, there we go. That's the lead-in. That's the stinger right there."
If I could have done it again, I wouldn't be so weirdly enthusiastic about eggs. I looked like a Batman villain. Like they already do have a Batman villain about this, the Eggman. But
Egghead. Vincent Price.
Thank you, Egghead.
Egg. Oh, okay.
It was excellent.
So you found yourself in an
Exactly.
existential crisis.
Eggs. Oh my God, Karen.
Did look like I was having the most minor of breakdowns.
It's the times we live in. I don't think anybody was judging you.
No one wants
No.
to pay $7 for a dozen eggs.
It's
no,
a TV
legit.
station whose call letters are like, a jaw issue. So it's, I don't think they have a right to judge you.
This is like what happened when communism collapsed in Russia and a loaf of bread cost like 400 rubles or whatever it was. Like, this is $20 for the egg? Sure. Everything's fine.
Well, Brandon and I were actually having a conversation about this a few months ago, and it was
About
like
the fall of communism?
no, about the price
What
of
were we
eggs.
talking about? Oh, yeah.
yeah. It's like
Oh.
eggs are so much. It's just a lot easier to just go out and get breakfast burritos.
It is.
Honestly,
You
yes.
can just eat a
And
bunch of
they're
Taco
amazing.
Bell burritos or something that's way cheaper than.
Oh, that'll cost you though. That'll cost you far more than
Right.
more than money. It won't cost you a penny. Just
Just
Just a little bit of your time.
The
You know,
best prices,
Speaking of seals, it's gonna burn that one up.
the greatest prices are not waged in coin.
This is how you know.
I loved Encyclopedia Brown. And
Yeah.
He's so quotable.
I love. This is how you know you listen to Sorta Ridiculous, because we're only 14 minutes in and we've gone to the fart jokes.
Well, you know what? There's about to be maybe 3 more. All right. So, question 3. Okay, that was a silent one. All right.
That was a silent but deadly. Yeah, there we go.
So, what is something sort of ridiculous that has happened to you?
Okay, so let's go way back in the past. There was this one time growing up, I was right in between 8 sisters, right? My 3 brothers, they're all the oldest. Then it's 4 sisters and me and 4 younger sisters. So I grew up with them a lot. They'll say that like girls are gentler. They really aren't.
Oh, no.
No.
No, because this one time when I was 5 years old, my sister said, "Hey, John, look out the window. It's snowing." And I'm like, "Really?" And she pushed my head through the window.
Oh my God!
What? Oh, yes. Yeah. She thought it was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
And then
My older sister broke my nose. She's kind of to blame for my snoring. Is that she was swinging me around apparently playing airplane, but swinging me around by my ankles and smacked me right into a chair.
they're absolutely vicious.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez, yeah. They don't even not even dainty to make up for it. I was like, you ever share a restroom with
No.
Ever shared,
I know all about this. No. But like, pushed my head through the window. The worst part was like, I totally could have like resisted it. I was 5 years old. She was 4, maybe 3.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my God!
Oh, your little sister. Oh,
Yeah.
ouch.
And, like my head went straight through the window. And the thing what I remember about this was I like bought my head back in and I'm like, why did you do that? And I'm like, someone screamed. My other sister screamed. And then my mom came in and I was like, "Hey, Mom." And she is just screaming because what she sees is this massive gash coming out of my eye of blood just streaming down my face.
Oh my God!
Yes, which is like the number one thing you probably don't want to see on your 5-year-old child.
Right,
No,
right.
no.
Nor do you want to see like your 4-year-old child slinking away because she realizes she's about to get herself sent to the shallow realm, metaphorically speaking.
Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
So-
Good old siblings.
Oh yeah, I had to go to the hospital, which is coincidentally where my dad works, and I got like some stitches taken care of in my eye. I was like maybe half an inch away from wearing an eye patch right now, talking to you guys as Punished John. There was a really good chance that I'd be looking cool without any of the depth perception, you know? I got lucky enough where I just got this decent scar. I'm like, every time I tell people the story, everyone gives me the same advice, and it is just say you got in a bar fight. It sounds better that way.
Has your sister apologized?
Literally the very next day after that happened, she whipped me with a leather dog leash and got my other eye.
Oh my God!
She just had a vendetta against me.
Oh, is she like just below? She's like the next one.
Yeah,
Like,
there was some inheritance stuff going on.
Did
Which,
she grow up to be a nun then? Like, did she like grow up to be like the opposite of that, or?
oh no, like she's still she's wonderful now, allegedly. But like
professional wrestler.
what?
A professional wrestler.
Allegedly,
she-
but you got the restraining order.
We keep a healthy distance. I think she's communications and everything. But no, yeah, she had something going on, and I don't know what it was, but like, man, inheritance issues, which is really impressive that a 4-year-old understood those. You know,
There's a hierarchy. There's rules to this.
Oh my God!
No, yeah, that's sort of ridiculous. That's definitely sort of ridiculous.
Yeah, that's. We've had some really good answers of late, but that's a really good answer. Like,
No,
holy
legit.
crap!
childhood injuries are always a good answer. You know,
Good point. Good point.
So with that being said, so you do comedy.
correct.
And yes. What else are you into?
Oh man. So I like to right off the bat, I like to play video games. I'm a little bit of a nerd in that whole regard. I like to like read up on the histories of programming, developing, all that jazz. I like that for video games, for movies. I'm a bit of a all-righter sucker, you know. I like some of the older movies, like the newer movies. Really excited for Spider-Verse, which is coming out tonight.
Okay.
Well, that's tonight.
Comes out tonight.
It's supposed to come out tomorrow, but theaters are showing it tonight. So
Right, the night before on it. Yeah.
we all know what we're doing afterwards,
Yeah.
right?
First one's so good.
Right.
Having shawarma.
Absolutely.
And then Spider-Verse.
They got good shawarma there.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Legit.
I've heard the shawarma is very good. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
But anyways, besides that, I also am a huge baker, like culinary baker. Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, it's legit. Like those Carmelita bars that you.
Yes.
Dude.
Well, like a big thing is at Bremen Cafe, right down the street from here, every Monday we have an open mic night.
Sure.
And lately I've taken to baking or cooking something up beforehand. It's always like some form of sweet. I'm really into baking. So like I know how to make bars, cookies, brownies, muffins. Big on that.
You pronounced it wrong. It's bars.
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 Bars?
Bars.
What did I say?
You said bars.
Bars?
Bars.
Bars.
Sorry, I'm from Minnesota. It's bars.
Good. Well, let's take it to the bar afterwards, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's different. That's bar.
I mean, like,
Bar.
I've always been into baking because it's like growing up, it was like the one thing I could do to help my mom out, so to speak. She would put me in charge of baking desserts every now and then.
Nice.
I got really into it in college because go figure, that's how you make friends. You make free food, and
Right.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, most people have not had anything homemade in 3 weeks in college. So
Did you make magic brownies?
if
I'm
we're
not going
talking,
to answer that question.
Yes. until we get a better government in Wisconsin, I legally can't answer that
Right,
question.
The magic of friendship.
That's fair enough. I got it. Fair enough.
No, that's fantastic. Yeah, you definitely make some bomb ass sweets.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
No, I appreciate you. I'm a fat kid. I love these sort of things.
Well, life's too short to get like the grandma's cookie dish you get at the grandma's cookie stuff you get at the
Exactly.
at the
Right,
At the gas station.
Yeah,
at the
Yeah,
bodega.
yeah.
at the bodega.
Say it with me now. Bodegas.
Bodega.
All right.
Bodega.
Balzdega. Balzac.
If you say
So-
bodega wrong, it sounds like a slur. Gosh.
I'll show you like. Oh wow! Okay. That was my. It was connecting there. Half baked. That's what
There we go.
Here it is.
So actually, how did you get started in comedy?
Comedy has always been like an interest in mine. When I was in school, high school in particular, I like to write comedy on my Facebook posts. My memories show them they're awful. I don't want to bring them up ever again. No one's ever proud of what they did when they were 15. You know. Yes.
Sorry.
But like a big thing is I kept continuing that. After I left college, I was like in that weird post-college funk where like, oh wow, I don't know anyone in life now. What am I doing? So eventually, after a certain point, my brother convinced me to go on out and try my hand at Appleton Skyline Comedy Club, where they have an open mic every Wednesday. If you're in the area, highly recommend checking it out, whether you're just there to watch or just want to try your hand at comedy.
Yeah.
The big thing was...
Can I try his hand at comedy?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, all right, cool.
Darren's holding his own more than anything.
Yeah.
100%.
But the whole thing was I got down there, I tried out, and for the first year, it was occasional, once a month thing. Never anything quite good, but like it was enough where I could carry it. Once you got past the 1-2 year mark, I noticed I was carrying it more often than not.
Nice.
So I started going for a tight 5 of material that I could use. It was around this point I moved back to Milwaukee. So from there on, I got to all of a sudden go to comedy mics every single night. They've got the one every weeknight here in Milwaukee, which is really nice.
Really? Every
Yeah.
week? Really? Okay, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. I
All
mean,
right.
it used to be maybe one. I think it was Safe House was the only one around 99, 2000 that was doing an open mic night.
Yeah, they've built up since then.
yeah.
I mean, we have Bremen Cafe every Monday, every Tuesday and Friday. We have Maddie's in Waukesha.
Okay.
Maddie's in Waukesha every Tuesday and Friday. There's the High Notes right by Marquette's campus.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wednesday, they got the Laughing Tap, amazing establishment. They've got a great open mic night there. Thursday, they have the Milwaukee Improv's open mic.
Okay.
And then Friday, yeah, we go right back to it. We are going back to the High Note.
Milwaukee Improv. It's in Brookfield, people. Don't fall for it.
Not even an improv. That's what confuses me. It's neither in Milwaukee nor is it improv.
Right. I got my jokes right here. And then we
We're going to
can't
call it
forget
the Texas barbecue hut. And
right. Of course, we also can't forget Sunday mornings at Wopan Federal Correctional Prison, where their open mic night I hear is stellar.
Oh jeez.
Up there in Wopan. Wopan. How do you say it? Wopan.
Wapan.
Wapan.
Wopan.
You're gonna get an ass whoppon. Well, I guess depending on what facility you go to, right?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. Oh wait.
yeah.
So what that means?
Oh my God.
So all of this stand up, the scene, you said is like really huge, right?
In Milwaukee, yes.
All right. So tell me a little bit about the scene. Like, what I mean, I know that. Do people tend to get along, or is it like? I mean, I don't know. I'm
Is it
still
like,
very.
is it like
I'm
some
really
movie
new to
about
it.
stand-up where everybody's kind of like stabbing
Is it
each
is it
other?
clicky?
I would not say so, actually.
Nice.
Milwaukee's stand-up scene is been extremely welcoming to me. People have just, in general, been like very open about like what where the mics are, what you can do, and everything. People have been like very helpful in that whole regard. You'll have like a bunch of seasoned veterans at every open mic.
Yeah.
And then you'll also have like a bunch of people who are trying their hands for the first time. There are people who are trying to genuinely improve to the point where they can consistently perform on a paid stage. But you also have people who are just doing it to try a new hobby on hand, not expecting anything of it, but they're happy if they can make someone laugh on stage. And most interesting, we just had a whole thing at the Laughing Tap where this one night we had like 15 people try it out. They turned out all to be from local fantasy football leagues, and they were the losers. So I'm not sure what it is about my hobby that makes people think they can use it as group punishment, but
Because everyone's afraid to get up on stage and tell a joke and
in front of somebody because
laughs.
everybody, yeah. And oh god, I had an experience with it. Laughing Tap last year. We were doing a benefit for the Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
And I had I'm the puppeteer, so I had Lumpy the Golden Boy, who was like kind of one of my featured puppets. And I had been working on this thing, and that worked out once when I had finished it. It was a late night talk show desk, mobile late night talk show desk I walk around with, and I went up there. I was like, I'd spent so much time working on this bit, or working on the actual machinery here.
Yes.
I forgot to do an act. I was like, I'll just riff it when I go up there. I went up there and I just blanked.
oh yeah.
I sat there. I'm sitting up there with this puppet. I was like, I'm glad nobody can see me. Now, luckily, everybody was really nice.
Sure.
Nobody shouted stuff. Nobody booed. But I was like, oh man, I am not helping the Fringe Festival.
Yeah, there's
But anyway,
there's nothing worse than telling a joke that doesn't land. It's like
There's nothing worse. No,
you know?
not coming up with a joke. Just going.
Yeah.
Your mind
Just
going
being like,
beep. When you, that's,
Yeah.
I just had that this past Tuesday, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a mic on the north side at the premiere, and it was like a little bit of a tough night I like to say for everyone involved. Although that might just be me preserving my own shell, fragile dignity and ego.
Right.
What's left of your dignity at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
But like I went up there, I did my material, and like I got a few like half pitiful laughs.
Oh
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. No, those are awful. I've noticed like going up there like once or twice that it felt more like being on. I think the audience were on the receiving end of me therapizing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, can't be doing that. But that's same sort of laugh that you.
Oh,
I've got more
sure.
stories for you, but I think we're running low on time
yeah,
here.
we have about a minute.
Oh,
but tell us like, oh my god, I'm so
You're all good.
So, oh wow.
So, who
So-
are two of your favorite comics in the city right now?
There
Who do
you
you
go.
really enjoy going to see right now in town?
Oh man, right off the bat, Reagan Niemela is amazing. She is from Upper Michigan, phenomenal comedian. She runs an amazing show through and through. Every Thursday night at Boone and Crockett with another wonderful comedian, AJ Grill. They run it at Boone Crockett at 10 p.m. every single night. She's just a firecracker. She's got energy. She keeps it going. She does an amazing job. Another wonderful performer right off the bat, I will say, David Lewis. He is absolutely phenomenal. He recently won Madison's Funniest Comic Competition in the year of our Lord 2023. And
Mazel tov.
oh yes,
Hooray.
Okay, I'm gonna be.
That
I'm
would
gonna
be
light up the back of
another.
the- yeah,
That'll be
back
another
of the room
episode of Sorta Ridiculous.
.com.
Smash the button.
Rapon.